Hey everybody, I'm getting ready to go into work. So I'm chilling in the car for a couple of minutes before I have to mentally get situated. So I came out here because I don't know if this the new thing that we stick around with these homeboys and homegirls. When you in relationships and then they come around and then it's like, what is so? Is that what you're trying to entertain? Because I'm a little lost here. Because you know what I'm doing. But now it look like I don't really know what you're doing. Because you got free range to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not the type of person that get jealous. Because if that's what you gonna do, that's what you gonna do. And I guess I done been hurt so much with different scenarios. I done, in my face, literally they got into an argument with one. Next thing I know, shit, they done moved a whole nother bitch in the house the next day. So, at this point, I'm like, shit, let me get my shit, and you ain't gotta worry about, me. If that's what we doing, if that's what the fuck you want, you know what I'm saying? So, I'll just be like, I'll be looking, because I'll be thinking, like, like you really want to play in my face. It's not like you gave me no ring. It's not like you know what I'm saying, like you really trying to be serious about nothing else. It ain't like I'm getting nothing out of it. I ain't getting no kid out of this. I'm not getting no ring out of this. I'm not getting no wedding. I'm not getting no established family to start my own. I'm not getting a house out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not getting shit. I'm not getting a car. I'm not getting anything. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, oh, okay. I was like, but you knew that I already had said I wanted a boy, but okay, you know what? Your homegirl can have a boy. No problem. I'm not, and you can sell the rest of them. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I really wanted a boy because, like I got cheated out of the boy that I was supposed to have. I was supposed to have, his name was Mooey, and I ended up getting Bella, which was fine. But Mooey was like the dog that was unique. He was different. He had a different pattern. Like, he was just, downright just a cute little guy, little boy, dog, puppy. So, anyways, I posted on my Facebook page, the puppies and everything. So my one homegirl, she rescue dogs. So she reached out like, hey, like, I'll take all of them. I was like, no, that's not how that works. Like, he's selling these for $300 a piece. So, but if he doesn't sell them, then, contact him, and, he's still gonna want some money for you to come pick him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just not gonna give them to you. So I said, but no, we don't play about just giving puppies to anybody and just not giving them a good home. Like, we really do try to give them the best home that we can possibly get based off the person, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of these people be like, well off, they, mentally together and they can handle a dog. You got some people who think they're mentally ready for a dog or whatever, and then they can't handle that. But also, like, I had hung out with my homegirl, Tiara. She was in town for the holiday or whatnot, so she, spent some time with her family for the last couple of weeks. And so, of course, I've been working, so I was able to, leave after work on Thursday night and come stay down there with her and get some food, watch a little fireworks with her and her son and dad. And then, of course, I had to do homework. So, like, my schedule for the last, as y'all know, since January, well, actually, no, I take that back, since December. So, after I finished my semester, I was finishing up my lab. As you all know, my AP lab was getting finished. So, I've been literally in school pretty much all year for the last, going on 2. I have not had no real breaks in between, for real. I have been knocking out my classes. So, like, I knocked out anthropology, bio, chemistry. Halfway, well, no, I just started the chem lab for Chem 1. I finished Chem 2 already in the lab. Finished bio 2 in the lab. Got to be in that class. Woo woo, thank God for that. Jesus, no. Bio is not one of them, strong suits where I can, keep an A. Physics right now, I got an A in there, so thank God for that, because I was like struggling last week with the back-to-back schedule. I was 5 days on, and this week starting today, which is 4th of July, so happy 4th to everybody. I will be 4 days in plus that Friday, and I think another Saturday or something like that. And I think they like schedule me on Tuesday where I do a 5-hour shift, so I get off at like midnight. But I don't know, that's a little weird. Mind you, when June 19th came, right, they had took me off that Friday, and then they had me on Saturday. I got coverage for Saturday. It was somehow became a 4-hour shift. And then when I called in on that Sunday, all of a sudden it went from a 4 hours to a whole full shift. And then they gonna turn around and say, oh, that's a PTO absence. But sir, ma'am, like you had already denied my PTO. So it wasn't like I was calling to use my PTO. Mind you, I do got PTO, but that's besides the point. So I called in doing what HR told me to do. They said, oh, just call in and say you want to use master, da, da, da. Okay, cool. Now, on the answer machine or the prompt, it says, what's your reason for calling in? So I said it's for a special circumstance. But I have talked to HR in regards to the situation or the problem that I have going on, the reason I won't be here. But I also had told the managers, both assistant managers, that I wasn't going to be there on that Sunday, literally a week apart from each other. I told them the weekend that I all of a sudden was not supposed to be on that shift, but somehow ended up working a full fucking weekend, and then turned right back around, had to work my weekend. And this is why I'm saying, like, y'all not having me as a part-time worker, because if I was a part-time worker, you would be consistent. You say I'm supposed to be 2 days on and 2 days or 3 days off or whatever, or 3 days on and 2 days off. I'm not seeing none of that. I'm seeing what I just told you. I had 5 days last week. I just got 3 days off, but then I got 4 days coming back, and then that Friday in the same week. So like it's really not no two day off or 3 days off. So, and then you want me to work a full shift every time that I work. No, I shouldn't have to, because I'm part-time. But you keep treating me like I'm a full-time worker, and then when I complain about it, you act like you brand new to it. So anyways, that's a whole nother story for another day. Mind you, so I've been doing, working, and so me and my boyfriend been kind of like off. And it was one night I needed to get my other laptop that I just recently gotten. It replaced the laptop that my stepsister had gave me because they couldn't fix it, because I had filed a claim because the wires started coming out, and so I was trying to get those, like replaced or put back in or whatever. So anyways, long story short, I got a new laptop under the claim. And so I had left it over at his house. So like when I'm over there, I can just do homework or, chill, whatever, watch a movie or whatever on my laptop. And the sound works perfectly well on this one. The one I have from the pawn shop, it's a Dell version model. And for some reason, the sound has been going. Sorry. The sound has been going out on it. So I have to like restart the computer, and then the sound works. And then if I don't do that, it won't work. It'll just like be like off. So I went over there to, get this laptop from his house. I had called him first, and I said, hey, I'm gonna have to stop by and get this laptop because I think I was doing my Spanish test or something. And so I needed to be able to hear the responses so I could respond back to them. Anyways, he was like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm going to step out, but I should be back. If not, you can, where the laptop is. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So when I came over there, he was out there, and his baby mama had left. And then it was this lady that was sitting next to him, and then his ex-brother-in-law. They all, chilling. So I see her, and I'm like, damn, I said, that's what we doing now? That's what we doing. This is what we doing now. Wow, like, I go to school and work, and this is what I come back to. So I, instantly go in the house or whatever. I talk to like the grandkids and stuff, and then I go grab the laptop. So as I'm down there, I'm just like, my mind is running. Like, this is the same bullshit I have to deal with every time in a situation because I am trying to go to work or I'm trying to get my degree for myself, because ain't nobody else out here helping me pay a bill. Ain't nobody else out here paying this tuition like I'm doing. And ain't nobody hustling like I'm doing. So I was like, you know what? All right, let me get my stuff together because this don't make no sense. Like, this is dumb. So he come downstairs. He was like, I was calling you. I was trying to introduce you to my homegirl or our homegirl or something like that. So I'm like, oh, okay. I said, I really don't know what you got going on. You talking about this your homegirl, but okay. So he was like, well, what you doing? And I was like, what you think I'm doing? I'm getting my stuff because apparently you trying to figure out what you want. So he was like, no, like, it ain't like that, da, 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 da. What you thought that me and her? No, So he was like, well, when you ready or when you get yourself together, you come up here and I can introduce you like that. So, I thought about it. I was like, let me not be reacting. Let me calm down. But I have been played in my face so much. Like, a nigga literally had a whole bitch in the house the next day after we got into it about something simple. I can't even remember. I think it was wasting food or something like that. Like, why are you wasting food? I was like, you could give it to somebody who's hungry or something. You know what I'm saying? Just do something nice for a change. Stop, just being wasteful like that. And so anyways, so then I've been in a situation where all of us been there. The baby mama, the girlfriend, the ex-girl, all of us been in one room at one time. But we was all cordial. Like, we didn't have no beef with each other. We didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, didn't nobody, had no issues with nobody. And I just don't be understanding that why men think that that's cool to just have these exes and all these other people come back around you. And that's why y'all be having so many issues and be cheating and all that stuff, because you turn around talking about, oh, that's my homegirl, and then next thing you know, you sleeping with them. What? But let a female do that shit. Let a female do that shit. The same shit that they be motherfucking doing. Oh, they don't like that shit. They like, what? Who is this nigga? And da-da-da-da. Why this nigga at your house? And why they popping up? No, that's my homeboy. Just like y'all motherfuckers be talking about that show Homegirls. Now, motherfuckers start doing that shit, then you gonna have a problem with it. Because then you gonna be talking about how you got time for your homeboy, but you don't have time for me. The same way that you got time for your homegirl. And you keep talking about, I don't have time, but I make time all the fucking time. And then when I offer the time, you sit up there and say, I don't want to hear this and that. And I don't want to, I just was calling to see what your schedule look like. Okay, calling to see what my schedule look like is the same thing that you just asked me when you said, what was my plans for today? I just said I have to finish my homework. And I have to go to work today. So it ain't like I'm, like I got free time to just be really doing something extra right now. I'm like, I really don't have the time because now time is ticking, because now I got to try to figure out if I'm going to get some rest or not. Am I going to take a nap or not? Am I going to have time to eat some food or not? Like, I got to think about all of this shit before 7 o'clock get here. And mind you, I leave early because of, 1, traffic, and 2, because it's the fireworks about to be happening sometime today. Thank God that I work at 7 and not like I used to, where I was going in at 11 and had to leave from the house at like 9 to 10 o'clock. And the damn street is all full with cars everywhere, and you can barely get out your damn driveway because they done parked to the point that it's just like ridiculous. Like, what? So, like, at the end of the day, like, I'm just like, Jesus. Like, if you don't have them people go park at the church or something like that, that parking lot, don't nobody park in there for real. So park your cars down there and come up the hill. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you an older person, okay, you should be able to, have your car parked up close enough so that you can get out and go, and enjoy. But like it just be stuff like that I just be like, yeah, I don't know what is happening right now. Then, like, so I was talking to one of my homeboys, so he really is my homeboy. Like, like when I met him, it was when I was, had broken up with Ephraim. And so, me and him, we had went out to like the movies, something simple, wasn't nothing like spectacular. We originally first met at like a Halloween party, but like, I was in a relationship, so I wasn't, thinking about nothing extra, nothing like that. So, anyways, later on down the road, me and Ephraim had broken up, and so then his auntie, which is my homegirl, she was like, "Hey, like, I think you should, talk to my nephew. He's single, da da da." So I'm like, all right, whatever. So, she passed the number on to me, and so we started, talking or whatever. And the conversations, when I say the conversations be like, they be advanced conversations similar to like Ephraim's. So Ephraim had like advanced conversations where we could be engaged and he could talk about a lot of different things because he knew a lot of different shit. He's the same way. He actually reminds me of my cousin, the one I was close with, but now we don't even really talk at all. And that's his preference. He don't want to be bothered with family. So that he's been like that for years. Since I was a kid, that's pretty much how like the Halloween and stuff stopped with me, because he stopped taking me, and then it just, it wasn't fun no more, because it's like, you my big cousin, you've always taken me to Halloween, but because I gotta go to the bathroom now, you got a whole attitude and talking about, well, I should have left you at home type deal. But I ain't complaining and ain't saying nothing all this time. Now it's to the point that I have to use the bathroom really bad, to the point that I'm about to pee on myself. And you mean to say that you can't take me to go to the bathroom? Like, come on, sir. So I ended up, using the bathroom at somebody's house. And so I think that was my last Halloween that I was able to trick or treat with my little cousin Jeremiah and his brothers, or whatever. And so then after that, I just, I would just stay home and just chill, listen to music, dance around at the house. My aunt, she really didn't celebrate it because it was her birthday. Halloween was her birthday or whatever. So, anyways, like, I have had so many different scenarios and different issues with different people, about little shit that I just be like, whatever. So anyways, we was talking about something the other day, and he like literally said something that was kind of it kind of went to the left, and I was like, yeah, no. Like, it turned me off. It turned me off in a sense that it was like, dude, you my homeboy. Why would you say something like that? You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type of person like this, and I've said that, even in my relationships, if it comes to the point that I don't like it no more, or like something about something, I'm gonna say something about it. So I was like instantly like, no, like, cut it out, like that. That's not a joking matter at this point. And I think this is why I'm so always on guard about different things, and can't shut off the part that's joking and that's serious, because I have people sometimes come at me like that with weird ass comments that be like throwing me off, and then I be like, yeah, see, this is why I gotta stay serious, because y'all motherfuckers think that you can just say any kind of thing, and that it's cool to say that shit. Like, no, that's not cool when I have a man, regardless if me and him, have our goods, bad days. Like, nigga, no, I'm not, like, because that would be like if you were in the situation with me, and it say he was the homeboy, and he just joking around, and he say some shit like that, I'ma check his ass too. Like, nigga, what? Like, why would you say something like that? And I got a dude and all of that. Like, you got a lady, or you had a lady, or I don't know, y'all going through something right now. But the point is that I'm very respectful of the fact that, just about all of my homeboys have a lady friend, or they married or something. But I know to set my boundaries. if I know that you got a lady or you married or whatever the case is, I instantly be like, yeah, this is strictly about this only and that's it. Like, I don't drift off into like la la land to what if this and that. Like, I don't do that. And so, when he said it, it was like, what? Like, what? Like, pump your brakes, sir. Like, you have a lady that, y'all trying to figure that out. She love you, but I think you've read her as being a person that, she's not quite there yet for you. And I get that because we all are in different phases of our life that we literally are, just like not quite where, like we not there yet. We want to be, but not. So I was like, so I said what I said, and he instantly apologized or whatever. And so in my mind, he was like, like, well, if you was my lady, you wouldn't be on the phone with another nigga and da 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 da. Sir, first of all, I'm not on the phone with anybody because I don't call nobody. When y'all call me to talk to me about some problems and some issues, I'm just here to listen and try to be supportive as a friend, standing on the outside, looking on the outside in. I don't try to get into like your personal business. I don't try to, tell you wrong, you right. But what I will say is, you should probably approach the situation differently. I think you should be a little bit more softer. I think that you should, kind of hear her point of view out if that's the case. But I don't like get into like all this other stuff that these motherfuckers be doing. They be doing way too much and too extra shit that it just be like, what? Like, this is why the shit don't be working, because y'all motherfuckers be doing the extra shit that don't have shit to do with nothing. Like, nothing. And I am the type of girl that I am like, when I am in a situation with somebody, I am for that person 100%. I don't give a fuck how much you be talking about you like me and complimenting me. That shit don't faze me, because at the end of the day, like, I'm not the one that is, looking for nothing else. I literally be strictly for who I'm with. That's why I be so fucking confused when motherfuckers be talking about they got homegirls and exes and all this bullshit coming around and hanging around you and all in your motherfucking face. But then let me do that shit, you got a whole attitude. For what? Why do you have an attitude? Well, I'm not giving you no attitude. I'm not even sweating that shit. I'm not even letting you know that I have any type of jealousy, none of that shit. Because for one, you never let your left hand know what the right hand doing, just like the right hand should never know what the left hand doing. So you don't never put all your motherfucking answers out there or your reactions out there, because that shit will hit you right in your face and hurt your damn feelings. And I have been that person that have got my feelings hurt, and I didn't even say a whole lot of shit, and it still was in my face. I done had motherfucker done told me he was on the phone with his sister. I'm like, you on the phone with your sister? Well, let me holler at her. I ain't talked to her in a while. Oh no, she about to go to bed, like hurrying up, trying to hang the phone up. But so then I said, well, damn, if that was your sister, why you hurrying up trying to get off the phone? I was like, you know what? See, that's what I'm saying. I said, motherfuckers really want to think I'm dumb. So then, when you have that shit going on in your face, and then you got motherfuckers texting you like, hey, is she over here? Can you come through, or can I come over, and this and that? And you talking about, that's just my homegirl. No, motherfucker, because why the fuck do she want to worry about what the fuck and when the fuck I'm over here? That's when I get an attitude. That's when I want to, and I don't want to be no female ass up over no nigga. That's when I want to beat your ass, because what the fuck you mean that you got this bitch calling you? Now I want to slap you in the motherfucking face. For real. So, and I really do. I really try so hard. I be like, God, please guide my mouth, guide my hands, and guide my thought process, because I don't want to have to be in somebody's face and arguing about some dumb shit. Because I'm trying to get a career going, so we don't have to be doing this shit right here, being in the struggle bus all the fucking time and trying to have some money, and we don't have no money, and we can't do this and we can't do that. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I got so much stuff going on from laying out in Arkansas. That shit is a mess. To the fucking Porsche that ain't got finished because this motherfucker lying talking about he coming and don't come. But you done got paid and then you want to get some extra money, nigga. You not getting shit. And don't listen. You real close to me about to come to your crib and pepper spray your ass in the motherfucking face, if you know what I mean. Catch my drift. So I'm like real, you know what I'm saying? When I say patient level wise is real limited. On top of, I got a Spanish exam coming up this week. I gotta try to get this methods paper done for my writing course so I can get a grade, and hopefully it won't be, no bullshit on that. The professor already told me he want to meet with me about a response for one of my posts for, I guess, week 9 or something like that. And then turn around, you know what I'm saying? It's just some stupid shit, real stupid. And I work so much, and I was just talking to one of the other girls that she date my boyfriend's nephew or whatever. Not, we had like a hot second in between when they had left for a second, and I was like, how you doing? And she was like, girl, take one day at a time. I was like, you and me both. I said, she was like, you still doing the school and work, right? And I was like, yeah, barely. I said, but then when I'm doing that, this motherfucker talking about I ain't got time. I said, nigga, you ain't even got time. How you got time when you trying to purchase a house that you paying on? You trying to entertain your grandkids. You trying to make money for your household just by itself. You got motherfuckers stay at your house, don't want to clean dishes, wash up, don't do nothing. Want to be in the crib though all day. Don't want to get no job. I don't understand that shit at all. And I'm like, this don't make no sense. And I just left out of a situation similar to that where, yeah, he went to work every day, but this motherfucker didn't have no job for real. Yeah, he said he was doing hustling, doing cutting grass, but when he wasn't doing no cutting grass, nigga, what? So, it shit to me just don't be adding up. It don't add up. And I be trying so hard to be like, God help me, because if you don't help me get this together, I don't know, I might pop. I'm really like real limited to like the shit that I'm doing right now. Like, I'm really limited to all of that nonsense. Just like today, like literally, you got some family over, and now your other cousin or whatever getting arrested because somebody done came to your house talking about they done jumped on somebody. I'm like, what? I was like, this is the 4th of July. What is going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, and you don't be tired of the drama. You want that shit to be at your crib. You want all of that shit to be at your crib. You want shit to be popping off for no motherfucking reason. I'm not the pop off. I'm just not. I don't hang and be around a lot of people. And the people that I do hang around, like, they got some about themselves, so they ain't doing all that extra shit and drama and people coming over to the crib, calling police officers, people getting arrested, people fighting, getting drunk and clowning. Like, nah. Nah, we ain't doing that. Like, not none of that shit. That shit is for the birds to me. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like I was telling my one friend that was visiting up here, Tierra, I was like, like, I cannot dummy down questions that don't make sense to me. Like, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Like, I'm not gonna lie on an assessment test because you think that I'm supposed to say so. That my logic thinking is just what I gave you the answer to. And if you think that that's not a logical answer for your organization, then guess what? I just don't do jobs like that. I don't do assessments. I don't like those. I don't like cover letters, so I don't apply to jobs that require you to have a cover letter. Listen, I am strictly basic. Give me the application so I can fill it out, give you a resume, and if you like me, cool. If you don't, I go to the next. I don't waste no time on that extra stuff. Same way with, exes. Like, I don't really have too many of my exes that I talk to for real. Like, every once in a blue moon, I might talk to George, but most times it's like, how's the family doing? Hey, can you help me out on a problem for school? Or, hey, I got a friend that, is struggling in, chemistry. You think you can tutor them or something like that? And, I send over information, or I send him the information over. But other than that, I don't really, get into that because he married and his wife is off the chain. And, man, listen. Nobody has time for none of that dumb shit for real. Like, we really don't have time for it. So I am the type of person, like, if I feel like it's not working, I'm telling you. So if I'm telling you and you still want to be, with the attitude and you want to get all hyped up and all of this and that, and I'm like, what you getting hyped up for? I literally answer your question. You always talking about is basic that you asking, but the basic that you be asking is the same basic question that I've already answered 3-4 days ago, plus the day of. And I try to be so nice about it. I be like, yeah, I worked today, or yeah, I worked this weekend, or yeah, this and that. You, on the other hand, be like, I don't look at the calendar. I don't. So basically, you telling me, fuck your calendar and what you got going on, but you don't. You want me to be all into your calendar because it's all open and you available anytime that you get ready to. But realistically, people that really got real jobs are not always available like that. Like, you can make your time up when you get ready to. You can do what you want to do when you get ready to. But I can't do that. I don't have the privilege to do that. So why you think that because you don't bother to look at what I write on your calendar, that, like, it's not important, basically, what you telling me? Like, fuck your calendar and fuck you. So, so now in my mind, I'm like, well, shit, fuck your calendar and fuck you too. Like, because real talk, like, you really can't be serious that you gonna tell me that, yeah, you wrote it down, but I don't look at that either. I don't pay attention to that stuff. Yeah, you told me that last 2 days ago, but I don't remember that stuff. You intentionally don't want to remember it. That means that you are not intentional about what you're trying to do. I really do think that that's what you really come over there for. It's just to, or what you want me to come over to you for is just to get off, and then you do what you do, and then you entertain somebody else that you normally wouldn't even entertain. But you want me to entertain everything that you walk on. Sir, I can't do that right now because I'm doing my thing right now. And if you don't respect that and you don't care to try, then why are you still trying to force something that you don't want to try to work it out? Like, you don't even, like, when we talk, like, you don't even really want to talk for real. That's why I just be like, what's the point of you calling me to talk to me, to tell me something I made a comment about or that I responded to? Yeah, I did offer my time. And you turned around and said, oh, I'll call you back. Never call back. So when I call back, what you talking about? You talking about I'm looking for some keys for my truck because I'm about to go and, pick up somebody. Damn, I said, you ain't even bothered to call me back to say, like, yeah, we gonna do something, or no, we not gonna do nothing, or, you want to watch a movie, or what you was, you hungry? None of that shit. None of that even came to mind. And I'm nice enough to let you use my car and everything. But again, me being so nice to motherfuckers, that's what they do. They run over me, and then they want to boss me around to think that They getting away with some shit because they telling me what to do. No, motherfucker, I'm about to show you better than the fuck I can tell you. Like, all this busting me and telling me and trying to be all sassy with me about some shit, about some time. Motherfucker, don't worry, because I will show you better than I can tell you. Motherfucker, when I say I'm busy, I'm going to put a do not disturb on my motherfucking phone, and then you'll find out. You'll have to walk your dumb ass over and figure it out. Or you gonna have to call my mama and figure out, well, why Nina not answering? Because the motherfucker that think that they want to run some shit and want to talk to me like I'm wasting their time. Motherfucker, what you mean? I don't do none of that shit because I don't even bother you. When you working, you working. And I know that you working. If you were out there fishing, I don't even bother you once you tell me that you going fishing. But let me be talking about some shit I got to do, not with some motherfucking problems. So I guarantee you, starting next week, bitch, about to be on Do Not Disturb. So when you want to be like, you not available? No, I'm not available after this time, because obviously y'all motherfuckers is playing with my in my face for no reason. And I don't have no reason to be getting played in the face. For what? Why are y'all playing me in my face? Why? So I am about to be out. I'm about to go do this shift for the next 4 days. Then I got to figure out this paper. Get this shit turned in by tomorrow. And, and start my whole motherfucking week over. And I still got to come up with the $3,400 for my tuition. I still got to come up with the $600 and something left for the other tuition. And I still got to turn around and come up with some taxes. That's $1,000 and some odd dollars. And that's not even including the fact that I'm still paying all these motherfucking bills on time and every motherfucking month with the 2 jobs I fucking got and still paying this car note. But ain't no motherfucker putting nothing down on my table to say, hey, here goes some extra money just in case. Or, hey, I really appreciate what you did for me, a couple of months ago and you didn't have to do it. And, let me, catch you up on this bill, or let me give you some money back on the car that you, paid to go do this, and that. No, ain't nobody saying that shit to me. So fuck you. And guess what? This motherfucking phone will definitely be on Do Not Disturb, starting at whatever time the fuck I have it on Do Not Disturb until the motherfucker get tired of not being on Do Not Disturb.